field day for any running back.
Talk about your line, would you, Daniel?
Offensive line this past Saturday, you know, they played a remarkable game. You know, they opened up some big, huge holes that I feel like y'all could have ran through, to be honest with you. You know, they just continue to step up and impress the coaches, impress the community, impress the team, impress the running backs. You know, they've come a long way, and I'm so proud of them to stand back there and, you know, go to war with them every single weekend.
For a running back, what's it mean to you for those guys to perform that way?
It's huge. It's huge because, you know, it just makes our job that much easier. Like you said, I probably got fingertips on all my touchdowns. You know, it just opens up the holes perfectly, and I have the ability to read it faster than, you know, most when people are coming in and filling the gaps and things like that, as defenses usually do. But you know, when they're out there playing great, then you know, it just makes everybody's job that much easier.
You said a week ago that was the best game, that the offensive they played the game of their lives. Would you repeat that sentiment this week? This one was even better?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, Oregon was a great team, and I feel like they stepped it up a lot against them, and, you know, just being able to do it back to back against Oregon State, you know, it just shows that they're continuing to progress, and it's great for this whole team that everybody is progressing in the right direction. You know, I'd rather start off slow and end the season a lot better than what we started than, you know, vice versa. And it just proves that we have a good team, and you know, it just comes down to continue to execute and to continue to get better. You know, we still have 3 games left, hopefully 4, and as long as we keep, you know, progressing and everybody continues to keep their foot on the gas, then I feel I have a lot of confidence.
You guys have broken a few streaks and kind of gotten a few monkeys off your back. You have a winning record on the road, and finally were able to beat Oregon State in Corvallis. USC has plagued generations of Cal players since before you were here, since '03. How do you look forward to them, and do you think you guys can come out with surprise them a little bit?
Honestly, they're the next game on the list, and you know, everybody has a lot of hype about USC and going down there, and I know that's a huge game. A lot of people here want to beat USC almost more than they want to beat Stanford, but in my opinion, I feel like it's another game. It's another opportunity for us to go out and play great and continue to build on this program, and you know, I'm just, for everybody, there's a lot of LA people that are on this team, and them going back home, and that would be an amazing thing to do, to win in the Coliseum and against their, you know, hometown team. And you know, there's so much emotions riding on this game, and it's just a huge game because we need this. You know, every game here on is putting us in a bowl opportunity, and everybody's trying to go bowling this year.
Well, that's starting to be on your mind now. I mean, you guys have done a good job of not talking about that, but now it's the next win gets you eligible. Can it be a tangible goal now?
You know, going into the season, everybody wanted that to be a goal, and that was our main goal. You know, get to a bowl and win a championship, and I feel like that's a great goal going into the season. But, you know, you don't want to ride on it too much because you want to focus on each and every game. You don't want to think about, you know, 3-4 weeks down the road of what possible thing. I honestly, you know, I still believe we definitely need to focus on every single game. You know, it's not, the season's nowhere close to being over. We still have 3 weeks and 3 tough opponents that we're going to play against, and every single game, especially here, you know, USC and then going back to back with Stanford, these next 2 weeks are going to be huge. It just kind of puts us in a position where, you know, we just have to continue to execute, like I said, and hopefully continue to get better throughout the weeks. And it's great having a bye week this week, being able to rest our bodies and things like that, and having a little bit more time to prepare for USC next Thursday. But, you know, every single game, in my opinion, is big, but this is definitely a huge one.
How much has your vision improved? You talked about it a little bit in there in terms of reading holes, reading the line.
My vision, you know, if you go back and watch on film, you know, it's just the offense played so good, the offensive line, they played so well that the vision was almost, it was one-on-one with the backer. Or, you know, the holes were there, and it was just me trying to outrun everybody else. It wasn't too much of my vision ever lacking. I feel like I have strong vision. I can see pretty much the whole field, and you know, when the holes are that big, it's almost I have to kind of hesitate and feel, okay, well, this hole is so big, maybe someone is coming from somewhere, like a blind side or something like that. So, like, a lot of the time, yeah, a lot of the times, you know, I kind of hesitated when I was running through, and I wish I could have just hit the hole a lot faster. I just wasn't used to seeing stuff like that. And, you know, as the year progresses, everybody progresses, and we will continue to get better. I'll continue to get better. I'm still very far off from where I need to be. You know, I might have had a career day rushing wise, but I still did a lot of things on film that I wish I could make up for, and you know, I'll just continue to get better and improve on it, and you know, focus on this next week and being better than what I was last week.
When do you get to enjoy it?
When do I get to
like it? Yeah, to be happy with it.
With my performance?
Yeah.
Probably at the end of the season, after everything is all added up, and yeah, and you know, the season's over with, and I keep to look back and watch highlights or things like that over, you know, how we did this past year, and you know, watch it as with my family and things like that. I mean, right now it's just a matter of getting better. There's no one's as good as what everybody, all y'all believe we are. And you know, it's just one of those things that.
So you think that we think you're real good?
No, I believe that the media hypes it up a lot more, and it kind of gets under people's skins, and you know, it's wrong when people start believing that and thinking that, you know, that they can't get better, or they can't, you know, do anything to progress. And I feel like I'm nowhere where I need to be at all. And so right now it's just you know, focusing on getting better week by week.
Are you excited about the prospect of rushing for 1,000 yards? Is that a plateau that's pretty cool for a back?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's always been one of my big time thing. Ever since I moved to running back, you know, when I was younger, everybody wants to rush for 1,000 yards in a season. And so going into this year, just like all the previous years, I've always wanted to focus on trying to get to that 1,000 yard, and I'm kind of close. I have 3 games left, and you know, I have to take it game by game, and you know, honestly, I'm not even really focused on that. It's like what he said over here, you know, at the end of the season, then you count up everything and see where you are. Right now, I'm just focused on getting the 3-4 yards every single play, or 4 or 5 yards, whatever it is, every single play, moving the chains, getting first downs. That's my role on this team, is making sure we continue to get first downs and put the ball in the end zone. So, you know, after the end of the season, then we can look at how many yards I had and things like that. So.
Okay, that's good.
Thanks, Daniel.
Thank you.
Daniel.